29.
28.
27.
26. 25.
24.
23.
22. 21.
20.
19.
18.
17.
16.
15.
14.
13. 12.
11.
10.
8.
6.
6. What happened to 7?
7.
5.
4.
3.
2. 1.
0.
So hopefully you guys can hear me because we're running late because I've been, how long have I been live? Okay, I can say it. I've been fucking around with this goddamn microphone for like the last half hour. It keeps kicking off. So can you hear me? Aiden, you ask that all the time. The guts are, well, they're there. There's not much I'm going to be able to do about them. Aiden, they're fucked. So can y'all hear me? I need some sort of clarification on audio. Because like I said, I keep getting a notification that says that that my microphone's disconnected. And I'm like, it's absolutely not disconnected. So, okay, cool. So we're good with that. So did everyone have a good 4th of July? I mean, I uploaded fireworks for you guys. So I'm trying desperately to go to sleep tonight at a decent hour because the last 2 nights, actually the last 3 nights, my neck has hurt so bad that I just couldn't sleep. Like I was so tired last night. I was exhausted. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to bed early because we were kind of late when we went to the 4th of July fireworks. We got home, and then I had a couple things to finish editing and stuff like that. And I sharpened a knife for a friend, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get some sleep. This was last night, the 5th. I was like, I'm gonna finally get some sleep. It's been a couple nights, and I was like, I laid there and my neck hurt so bad. I was just like, fuck me, I just cannot sleep. So I'm not drinking coffee right now. I'm drinking a peppermint hot cocoa. Don't judge me. I'm a big enough dude. I can drink whatever I want. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna take a muscle relaxer as soon as we get off of here so I can sleep. But I still have a bunch of stuff to do. If you've got knives here with me for sharpening, they're sitting there. I just have not had the mental fortitude to do it. Everything kind of went downhill, even though I had a big boost in views on the channel and everything. Because I think I've told you guys this is why I made it a mental wellness Wednesday for this live feed. I've got chronic depression, and there's times it just does not matter how good things are going. It just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Things are going good. Things are going great. The channel's doing better than it's ever done. I had 19,000 views in 140. Actually, I hit 20,000 views in one 48-hour period in the last few days. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I'm still sitting at right about 13,000 views. And I'm like, that's fucking amazing. Doesn't matter. Everything's still negative because I've got depression. Like I was like, why would I be happy about anything? I'm chronically depressed. So we're doing a mental health Wednesday. So if you know someone in your family that, like, especially around, like, it's always around holidays. It doesn't even have to be like a family style holiday, like 4th of July. I mean, that's just typically we hang out here. I don't want to have to drive through all the crowds and stuff. We did. My friend Dennis is a professional boxer. He's like, hey, you can park at the gym. We'll meet up there. There's plenty of parking in that area. And then we'll just, him and his daughter and his manager, Roger bought our trolley. I didn't even pay for the trolley. We took the trolley down to the pier and then in down Broadway area, and then came back up on the train. And I was like, it should have been a great day. And I had fun. Don't get me wrong, I had fun, but I came home and I was like, yeah, doesn't matter. So if you know somebody that's chronically depressed, it's just the way it is for them. And you should just reach out and make sure everything's going okay. There's not going to be much you can do. but just that gesture. Now, before anybody you think that I would self-delete, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because I'm a ray of fucking sunshine. Well, I'm somebody's ray of sunshine. I want you guys to always remember that no matter how bad you think you look, you're somebody's reason for masturbating. It's true. It's true. I do want to talk about a couple things that has happened. I do believe that I've seen the incredible limit. I've seen the depths of stupidity in society, and it was brought to my attention by a TV commercial. And that TV commercial said it was for a medicine. I can't remember the name of the medicine. And it said, if you're allergic, it said, do not take insert name of medicine if you're allergic to insert name of medicine. And I was like, that's about the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. Like, that you have to tell someone, like, okay, listen, if you're allergic to peanuts, don't fucking eat peanuts. And I'm like I love peanuts. I love peanuts, but I can't eat peanuts anymore. So I just won't eat peanuts because I don't like the idea of having 18 inches of my intestine removed and having a butthole put in my stomach. I mean, even though it would definitely mean that I could play video games without having to get up, take a dump. And I would, by the time I would have to wear a colostomy bag. If I have that surgery, I would have to wear a colostomy bag for 8 to 10 months. And I'm like, 8 to 10 months, I'd have a showroom clean butthole. Like, it would be as clean as it has ever. It would be cleaner than it was the day I was born. So, what's up, Charles Davis? But I'm just not into having a butthole installed in the side of my belly. So, yeah, a lot of content going up this week. You were instructed to come here and cause trouble. Well, that's what you're good at. That's what you're good at. I'm past all the stomach stuff pretty much. I'm on a really restrictive diet. I can't drink. Most of the things I love to eat, can't do that anymore. I would love to be having a beer right now. Friday, I want to get it out there while there's people here. Friday, we are going to have Jared Ball from JB Knives, the custom maker of this gorgeous piece of work right here. He's going to be on, well, you know how it goes. For some reason, I always wind up with cancellations and people like, oh, yeah, at last minute, I can't do it. So don't hold your breath. So there's a chance, there's a good 90, we'll go with a 95% chance that the maker of this knife is going to be on a channel. Mr. Jared Ball from J Ball Knives in Tomball, Texas. A lot of balls in that sentence. A lot of balls in that sentence. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. What was that? Somebody said something about drink. I'll drink for you. Well, you do that, Patina. You do that. I'm just going to drink my peppermint hot cocoa and call it a day. I don't want any caffeine. I should be careful. Sugar sometimes will do it to me. Get me. I don't usually drink sweet stuff. But that's the only thing that we had in the house that seemed to suit my liking. Here's the thing. I don't like mint chocolate chip. But somebody sent me mint chocolate Oreos the one time, and I loved them. They sent me the mint Oreos, the fudge-covered mint Oreos in the mail. One of y'all did. They were delicious. I love the Andes chocolate mints that they give you at restaurants. Love those. I like peppermint. Chocolate, hot chocolate. I hate mint chocolate chip ice cream. I don't know why. Ask Neza, his foot pic is ready. I have the pictures of his foot saved on my phone. He sent them to me. I don't need to see that shit again. It looked like his foot had a mouth. You want to buy a usable cutlass? One of the best ones. Oh, hey, you know what I didn't do? There we go. Get a bunch there. I don't want to ring that. I've got the cowbell. I found the cowbell, but I really don't want to ring it with this new microphone. I'm afraid that would be, horrifyingly loud on your all side. Mike, 1 year what? 1 year what? I don't know. But you were going to say a 1 year, or I'm sorry, a usable cutlass. Thin Mints, Patina Thin Mints, amazing, love them. Heat mint chocolate chip ice cream. I don't know whether it's because it's ice cream and it's just not supposed to, or maybe I just didn't have, like, I've had it like twice and I hated it both times. I was like, I'm not trying that again. Maybe maybe I just got bad. Oh, yeah. See, I don't see those. I don't see those on here. Cue ball apparently hit the 1 year. So if you guys see that, just congratulate people, because I can't see it on this side on this. So I was gonna also, we were gonna look at, I found some new backgrounds. I like this one because it looks like some big thinking going on my head up here. So, ooh, the Beard of Doom. All right, give me a second. I'll go get the cowbell. I hope it's still back here. I put it back here for. Let me go get the cowbell. Let me see. Well, I may have lied. I don't seem to see the cowbell. There it is. I found the cowbell. Lumati Ninja. All right, I'm gonna have to ring. You guys seriously want the cowbell? Like, I don't want to hear any complaints. It's too loud. Now I don't know where the bat went for it, but so there's for the Beard of Doom, and here's for what membership level did you join? Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. That is something, that's not politics. That's not anything that is something outside of what I want to talk about. I want to know what gives this dumb bitch the audacity to say that President Biden is not, like, I don't like President Biden. I don't. But I also don't get where this bitch has the nerve to come out and say that President Biden is not doing enough to help her. If that was a regular, like, just because she's a fucking athlete, she's just a WNBA. You really wish she's, I'm a professional athlete. Like, if any of you guys just like tuned in just to watch WNBA, I never have. I'm like, they're like, up next, WNBA highlights. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll watch Rizzoli and Isles, because Angie Harmon is my free pass. Like, I would crawl across broken glass just to watch her shit on a pie pan. Angie Harmon is, good God, that woman is gorgeous. But at any rate, I forgot where I was going. Yeah, WNBA. Okay, so you're an athlete. If I had gotten arrested for coming in with hash oil into Russia, man, it wouldn't be on the news. You guys had never have fucking heard about it. There would have been like some dude with a small ass YouTube channel that doesn't pay him even his rent every month got arrested in Russia for having hash oil. People are like, yeah, whatever, who fuck cares? But because she's a athlete it's just, I fucking hate it. Fuck you. You broke the law. Suck it up. This isn't political. You fucked up. I don't even drive. Look, I don't drive from here to Nevada with hash oil in my car. I'll take the pen and buy a cartridge when I get to Vegas, because it's illegal to drive across state lines with it. I'm not fucking running that risk. There's a dispensary right downtown on the strip there in Vegas. I can buy a Stizzy cartridge with whatever I want in it. Use your fucking head. I'm going to go to Russia where it's illegal. I think they still shoot people for trafficking drugs in Russia, including marijuana. I think they just, and I don't mean like, oh, we're going to do a public execution. Like, oh, we caught him. Drag him out back behind the police station. We're going to shoot him in the back of the fucking head. That is what happens in Russia. you probably should have looked those rules up. Fuck you. I honestly, I hope that they don't bring that bitch back. I hope that she stays in prison there for a very long time. And that would teach these entitled fuckers, like, the president's not doing enough to bring me back. Really? What about all the other political dissidents and things like that that are from America that are being held in Russian prisons? I think that they're a lot more important. You know, I think that's a lot more important in the big scope of things than a fucking female professional basketball player. We deserve equal pay. Well, you show me equal skill and equal attendance, and I'll agree. I was stationed overseas when that happened, Mr. Freeman. Well, I remember when that happened. I was stationed in Japan when it happened, I believe, or it happened right before I went overseas. Well, cue ball, did you hear my statement about I realized the depth of stupidity that this country is sunk to when I heard an advertisement for medicine on when I heard an advertisement for medicine, and that medicine advertisement said, if you're allergic to insert said medicine, don't take said medicine. I'm like, are we that dumb now that if you already know you're allergic to something, you shouldn't take? I mean, like, at this point, I say we take the warning labels off shit and just let nature take its course. Like, if you're dumb enough to do some of the shit that I hear happening to people, I'm like, you deserve that. You deserve that. You earned that. I'm okay with it. But people might die. I was like, guess what? Life sucks. Buy a fucking helmet. Stupid is a pandemic. Stupid is a pandemic, and I wish somebody would come up with a vaccination. I spilled a little bit of hot cocoa on myself, and I'll be all sticky now. I wouldn't be that proud right now. Did you see the pronouns? True. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's something to be proud of. Kinda. I'm about fed up with everything. I've already got the beard. I just need a cabin out in the woods. I could be the Unabomber without the whole bomber thing. It'd just be the Una. Be the Una. Just like I'd be out there by myself. Just put me out in a fucking cabin out in the middle of nowhere. Just give me a bunch of, send me new books. Just send me new books every week and food. That's all I need. I need you to send me food. I need you to send me books. And I'll just leave everyone the fuck alone. I don't need internet access. Well, wait. I do like me some porn. I'd do that, though. I'd just go live out in the middle of nowhere. Yep. Life sucks. Buy a helmet. Yeah. I saw that and I was like, fuck. Eunuch. No, I'm not a eunuch. I mean, we're not cutting those off. Free Brazzers week on the hub. (2020) 2022 dirty words you didn't know. Apparently. Okay. I'm going to talk about something. This is not political. This is current events. Did you guys see Jordan Peterson got banned for saying something on Twitter? And I'm like, okay, that's stupid. He didn't say anything really wrong. But then Dave Rubin got banned on Twitter for dead naming Elliot Page. We're not going to say the action. We're not going to do it. But they banned him on Twitter because he used the past. Did you guys see that? Did you guys know that at the same time that dead naming thing was trending, so was Bruce Jenner? I'm like, so those alphabet people protections only count if you're like a loud Democrat. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner technically should have that that same protection as a trans individual, correct? I don't know. I just fucking the whole world. It's like wiping before you poop. Don't make no goddamn sense no more. So, any of y'all watching Terminal List? I have not. I have not. I should. That sounds like a good movie. I'll tell you what we are going to talk about though. Is we're going to talk about a couple knives. I did a 5 fast today. That's going up on Friday. And I have to figure out what's going to go up tomorrow. I have one video that's going up tomorrow, but I got to tell you guys again, you need to get one of these. Like, there's a handful of people. There's a handful of people who are like, oh, well, you know, like it's kind of pricey. And I'm like, the price that this knife cost me was free. I mean, I can't say anything. Like, I do understand some people, but this knife is so effing good. I think this is my top knife. I think this is my top knife of 2022 so far. This is the best one. No, this is the PMP Big Boy. And this is like this is like a great big Shirogorov. This is like a grown-up Shirogorov. And the action on it is comparable to a Shiro. I like it. I had already seen. Here's the thing, Bearded Doom. I don't necessarily think that I need you to send me a District 9. I had a District 9 in a few years ago that that I did a review on. I got it. I forget. Was it Birdshot that sent it to me? I can't remember. Is this better than that Tucson? Yeah, the Tucson is great, but this for all around knife, I think is, man, I've had some good knives come in this year too, but I think this is it. I don't know. Well, you'd have to go look at it. I talked to the owner of the company. I know they're made in China. I don't know if it's a Chinese company. I think they just do OEM in China. I think that the owner of the company just designs and then has them sent. I really don't know. But man, do you guys hear that? Listen to that. So good. I don't like that brown. That brown's a good knife, but it's not anywhere. Like, if that was the brown Cortex, it probably would have beat it. But I did the brown Cortex a couple years ago. That brown L8, that's a pretty good knife. But I mean, it's not. It would never beat this because cutting, when you cut with it, that knife is going to always be too thin, too small. Like, those really skinny knives are never going to beat something that is that sized in hand. And so that we can hear it in all of its glory, we're going to listen to it in a different format. That's what it sounds like in an echo chamber.
That's what it sounds like at Satan's house. It doesn't sound as good.
So I have a knife set on the counter that we're going to talk about here in a minute. Now, don't anyone get excited. I'm not goodbye. Where are you going? What's going on here? Where are you going? Clemens, blade enthusiast, where are you off to? So what I was saying was I do like that Tucson 383. The same guy that gave me this gave me that one. But as far as all around package on the knife, no, it's a joke. Clemens, It's a joke. It's just a voice thing. It's listed as monster. That's what the voice in my head sounds like. That's why you're leaving? Because I made a joke? Man. Yeah, this thing is great. So really, really comfortable in hand. And so and here's the thing, like it's named the big boy, but you would think it's a lot thicker. It's really not. It's got a pretty decent overall blade thickness, and then behind the edge profile is really good. It's a 14C. It has held up really, really well. Today I used it a bunch, and all I had to do was strop it. Just strop it right back up. So Maurice, I'm drinking hot chocolate. Peppermint hot chocolate. It's not bad. I don't know. I have one. I don't make recommendations or anything unless I've seen the knife in hand. So if this is the only one I've seen, I'm not gonna at all try to make a recommendation based. Like, I mean, how do I go about this? What analogy do I use for this? I really can't think of one, but like, have you ever, okay, The Weeknd, prime example. Some of his songs, amazing. One of his songs, great. Some of his other shit, hot trash. So I that's how I look at it. Like, I might like one song from this band or this singer, but the next song on the track might be just dog shit. So, I mean, this knife is great. This knife is amazing. But another model from them might not be as good. So I would have to say, I'm just not gonna make that. I only recommend stuff that I've gotten in, and sometimes I even change my minds on it. Am I into watches? I have a watch. I have an Apple Watch. That's it. And I use it because it's nice, because I can leave my phone on the counter. I can leave my phone here at the house. I can drive somewhere. It's on cellular. I can drive away. So the bearded doom. You only have one voice? I have so many that the VA flagged me in the database, so I can't buy pew pews anymore. That's why you just don't tell them.
You shouldn't be giving him that advice, Mike. You know, you shouldn't tell him that.
Shut up, you little runt.
Dear, see? You guys wonder what it's like inside my head. Who's talking to Maurice? I do not see Maurice in here. Did somebody take down Maurice's posts? I'm not seeing Maurice on here. Like, I keep seeing somebody talking to Maurice, and I don't see Maurice on here at all. Like, I have not seen a single comment from Maurice. So I don't know what's going on, but I haven't seen anything from Maurice. Where? I don't see anything from Maurice. Clemens is Maurice. Oh. I don't like that. Stop fucking doing that shit. I don't like it. I have like my regulars and shit, and you change that, and then I can't find it. It's like when Brant would change. Oh, jeez. Brant would change his name from Hinderer Collector to Knife Collector to Cold Steel. I was like, just pick a fucking name. I have the largest, most sophisticated YouTube channel in the world. The millions and millions of Maurice fans are chanting his name and will not tolerate sophomoric vulgarity. I don't know what that is. I haven't even got to see that. I'm too old for change. I fear change. You know, the only thing I wish this had, I wish I had a fuller for flipping. Guys, I want to remind you guys that I'm not going to do any more giveaways here until we hit milestone stuff. I had probably 8 comments on shorts and stuff like that about, oh, hey, man, that's a great looking knife. Do you do giveaways? No, you fucking vultures. Don't. But it looks like we might have that 9,000 subscriber. We might do that 9,000 subscriber milestone a little sooner than I thought we were going to, because I currently, this is I never saw it jump this much. We're gonna look here. 12,836 views in the last 48 hours, and we have jumped. If you guys will remember, I'm gonna show you real quick. We'll put this in the background. Maybe we'll make it small, and we'll just let it run back there and see if we get any new subscribers. We're going to share this screen. Share screen. We'll pull up the Chrome tab. We'll pull up this. So if you guys remember, we just did the 8,000 subscriber, and now we're already at 8179. We're almost at 80. It's not you. It's not you, Patina. But yeah, that's where we're at now. And I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. But if you guys do like giveaways, and I do good giveaway stuff. You can ask paying members. I give away really good stuff. I still owe them. I will do. I promise. I'll do the Beagle. But I've got I do give away stuff to the paying members on the Gilded server. And we are going to switch that. We're going to go. We've done it long enough now that I think that instead of early access, the Gilded server is enough. I'm going to start going back to baseline, and premium tier members get entered into the giveaway stuff. Got NAF. So that's one of the benefits of the paid members. Exclusive content, stuff like that. So I am going to have been too busy trying to get caught up on content, and I'm just about there. And so that means that I should have time to start doing some Saturday member-only live feeds. So the live feed will be open. Everyone can watch. The only people that can comment are the paying members, or if you drop a super chat. I think that's how that works. Yeah, it ruins it for people that are here for if people are here for the live feeds and stuff, it just kind of ruins it for, hey, Mark's here. Who won the coffee? I can't remember. I think everyone sent me messages that won all 4 things. I think they all sent me. I just haven't looked at it. So I have to go through. Guys, like I said, that bout of depression started. I didn't get stuff sent out that was supposed to go out. I didn't get stuff sharpened that was supposed to sharpen. I didn't get stuff filmed that was supposed to film. And I think it's starting to pass. But like I said, what was that? It's like when things are going good, that's when the depression kicks in. Like when things are going great, you just can't even recognize it. It fucking sucks. That's what sucks about the depression. I'm at a point on the channel where I've never had this many subs. I've never had this many views. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I can recognize it. I can feel it, but I can't do anything about it. All these channels need to dial back the free stuff. All those pigeons need to reality. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I think that it's a way to get views and stuff, but like if you're doing giveaway stuff all the time like that, it's just not good. What am I crying about? Nothing. Fucktard. Polly and I are going to film an episode of the Peanut Butter and Pickles podcast tomorrow night. I'm going to be in rare form. He's got a video he wants me to watch with him. He goes, I'm not going to show it to you. You have to react to it live. And I'm like, I'm a little worried. I'm kind of afraid. I won the gas station knife. Yeah, Rocky, I did get your message. I just haven't responded. You should have Stasa. I already had Stasa on. I had Stasa on here a few months ago. I'm trying to get new stuff. going on. It doesn't. We haven't even put up an episode yet. Well, here's the thing. Like, we've recorded, what is this going to be? Like our 6th episode, Polly? Something like that? And yet, he still has not put up an episode. Yep. Every time things are great, my PTSD rears up. And that's the other, like I said, I have PTSD too. So does Polly. 6. So this will be our 6th episode. There's not a single episode up yet. Polly hasn't uploaded anything yet. I think he's scared. I think he's afraid because I'm willing to sacrifice the podcast channel. So I say things there I wouldn't say there. Yeah. So a video of Polly and his new smoker. I know Stasa's here in the chat. Stasa, we did a video. I just read his comment. Fucking pay attention. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's some shit my dad would do when I was a kid. Like he'd say shit just loud enough that I could hear it. I'd be acting up and he'd fucking lean over. He goes, if you don't fucking knock it off, my yank your asshole up near your ears. And I'm like, all right, I think I've reached that line where my dad won't take any more of my fucking horse shit. We'll be fucks. Well, I imagine. Don't we all? Quit breaking my balls, Mike. Oh fuck. I deleted the video. Have you guys seen the stop sign, the video of the stop sign where it goes red and it drops down and it looks like there's a dude leaning back and he looks like he's doing this because the pixels are all glitched out. And I found that video and I know where it's at. I sent it to someone. It's on my, oh fuck, I turned my phone off because I get all that weird shit. But if you've ever seen that, so I took that video of that light changing and then doing, and I was like, this is me every time my wife and kid leave and I realize I can watch porn on the big TV. Where are they going? How long you be gone? When are you going to be back? Yeah, porn on the big TV. It used to get, what was this? What is this? What are we looking at? Quit breaking my balls. I would love to, Todd. I don't know what we're talking about. You reached puberty last week? Nice. Your balls dropped? Who? Who's Treddy? I don't know who Treddy is, but I know Seven Reddy's here. Yeah, I know you're here. You just haven't said anything interesting yet. I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? That sucks. Go have a mint. Somebody was talking about immersion therapy to get used to the booms. I don't know. Are you talking? Here's the thing. Like, if you're talking about like, yes, it did. You fucking fathead, fucking pit bull looking motherfucker. It did, but it doesn't bother me because like that's not what fireworks don't sound like. We were getting on the train and there was somebody letting off firecrackers and my daughter was like, "Is that gunfire?" I was like, "No, that's fireworks." She's, "How can you tell?" I was like, "Because it doesn't have the definite super loud crack of a pistol when it breaks the sound barrier. You can definitely tell the difference between fireworks, gunfire. It's a completely different sound." So I was in Bosnia, fucktard. I was in Bosnia. So eat a fat baby dick. How about that? It's Anzac Day. I don't even know what that is. Hey, Treddy. Still don't know your name. Sorry for that, M8. Abbreviating that shit like that is every bit as egregious as using fucking asterisks and special characters. If you're gonna curse, just fucking curse. Commit to it. Don't be a pussy. Yeah, you're an idiot, Polly. Oh, my name's Polly, and I got blown up in a Humvee, and I've got CTE, and I got brain fluid leaking out my ears. Oh. I'll fuck you up in the next podcast. I know what mate is. I'm just saying, like, it's still dumb. No, you're 2.5. You're 240 pounds of fucking beef fat with a 2-inch pecker. That's what your 2-inch fuse is. Like, it's 2.5 inches of dangling fury. Don't wake it up if you don't want the wrath. I'm like, bullshit. Sex with you is like a race. If you want to finish first, you better get a head start. I have news for you. I am a professional at sex. I've never not had an orgasm. That's a lie. That is a lie. There's a chick that worked on base in where was I? I was TAD. I think I was TAD to Singapore. I met this chick on base. And she was so bad in the sack that I faked it. I was like, oh, whew, I'm done. I was like, fucking got the condom off, threw it away. I was like, oh, I gotta go. It's like, Jesus Christ, how can you be bad at just laying there? Like, I was like, fuck. You will respect my authority. What's this? Roar. Oh noes. It's Butter Golem. Run. How many times are you guys gonna watch? Ask me. I haven't watched. Here's the thing. I typically don't watch much that I haven't already watched before. You know why I watch old reruns of TV shows? Because I don't have to pay close attention because I already probably know what's going to happen. That's the reason I've watched Blade Runner probably 100 times. That's my go-to. If I'm sharpening knives, I'll watch Blade Runner. Why? Because I don't actually have to watch it. Because I don't actually have to watch it because I've seen it so many times. It's background noise. That's what a lot of times what the TV out here is. If I'm thinking about what I want to film and how I want to do it, yes, I've seen the newest Blade Runner. Pardon me. Blade Runner is one of my favorite movies. Terminal List is I think it's an Amazon. It's one of the Amazon shows that's the Navy SEAL stuff. Oh yeah. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. This is either going to go to the paying members, or I'm going to save this for the 9,000 subscriber mark. And like I said, it's going to be quick. We had just hit 8 a week ago. So this came in as a giveaway. How many seals have I blown? Well, you know, they're hard to hold down, and the flippers, they'll smack the shit out of you with the flippers. So I never actually have gotten to complete the act. I've tried so many times, but usually those front flippers, they just whack the shit out of, you know. Like the sea cow that you give half your money to every month. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is a CRKT. This video goes up tomorrow. I did a quick video of it. This is not a bad knife. It's just not something I'm gonna carry. So it was sent as a giveaway. So I think we'll do the review and then we'll send it out. So Havoc's here. He says he's rock hard at the moment. I'm like, wow. So are you like Polly? Can you be in running shorts, pop a boner, and no one even knows? Like it doesn't even like barely, it slides up the seam and like You can't really tell. Like, oh, front of those pants, or just stick a baby carrot down your pants, or just happy to see me. Oh Christ, these two, we've got to get Polly and Havoc together, because the bromance there is just it's insane. What's everybody carrying? Looks kind of like an oversized Olamic, but uglier. It's not a. It's you can watch the video. The video goes up tomorrow. No, Polly says a micro penis is no laughing matter. I was like, well, I mean, if you see someone with it, it is. You're telling me that if you're at the gym and some dude's in the shower and you see him like it looks like his shit looks like an Audi belly button, you're just not gonna go, what the fuck, bro? Do you have to go to get it to pop out? Like stick your thumb up your ass, white snake, and then grab it on its way out? What the fuck? This is why I do this. You guys have cheered me up already. Yeah, it's not. I guess you could see that. It does kind of look like an Olamic, I guess. It's not a bad looking knife. It's got some issues. I'm not gonna lie. Here's the thing that I mentioned in the video tomorrow. It's not. What was I trying? How was it? What was I trying to talk about? Oh, I've never had a CRKT that came dull. Like I've never had a bad edge on a CRKT. I've had other problems, but I've never had one come dull. All the CRKTs have come with a really good edge. I don't know if I just got lucky. Like I'm that guy that if there's going to be a knife that's fucked up, I'm the one that's going to get it. Maybe I'm the shit knife whisperer. Maybe I'm that guy. Like I get all the good ones, but typically if there's a knife that's going to be a lemon, it's going to come to me. Rock hard. You're not talking about your penis. Is it cold outside? 74 degrees in the garage today. Feels good. Feels good. Oh. Yeah, like all of that. So any of those things that could be wrong with a knife, I'm going to get that knife. Oh, yeah. Fucking. Oh. No, it's bad enough I have to deal with him in the fucking comments here. I don't want him on the show. No, that'll go off the rails real fucking quick. The new Chavez. Had your new Chavez. What was this? What was I saying? Poor guy with a micro penis already has a tough life. Then here comes Mike to ridicule him even further. The one place he considers an oasis, the gym. Not cool. Hey, I have news for you. If you got that itty bitty little micro penis like Polly does, and you go to the gym, drive home sweaty. Because guess what? I'm not going to give you any mercy. You know what? I'm waiting to get old, like real old, for a couple of reasons. You can get away with anything when you're old. Like really. It's just, I don't remember. But the other thing is, have you been? I know that there's military-based gyms are like full of like just, what the fuck is she doing up there? Just old dudes. And old dudes don't fucking care. Like they'll come into the steam room and just like stand there with like no towel or towel over their shoulder and their foot up on the bench and just fucking balls and shit. You're like, dude, your fucking balls hang almost to your knees, dude. What the fuck? Get out of here. Looks like them fucking bolo things that the fucking gauchos carried through. I'm like, bro, like seriously, put your towel on, please. Like, but to get to that age where you just don't fucking care anymore, like that's your mother is a saint. Your mother looks like she's a linebacker for the Saints. Polly, your mom's the kind of person that sits down with a pie and a spoon. And you're like, what are you doing? Are you going to cut that into pieces? She's like, no. Got the old Sugarfoot. I gotta tell you guys a story. I had forgotten this. We went to Astoria, Washington for so we had to do Portland Rose Festival, but they what? Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. Yeah, I know, but like I had to take the opportunity. So we had to do security for we were doing Portland Rose Festival. No, it was Seattle Seafair. We did Seattle Seafair. We did security for that. But we had to go up to Astoria, Washington, because there were some ships that were staying up there. And so we get up there, and there were, Jesus Christ, these women were just, it was a shithole. It was a complete and utter shithole. And so, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Guys, I've had enough head traumas and concussions and shit. I forgot what I was gonna say. I lost my story halfway through it. Like I started, I was like, oh, we were on the way up. I lost it. But I do remember that there was a strip bar up there. That was there was a strip bar up there where the chicks were like, they were so bad. One of the guys left to cook. Like, it was like the trifecta of fucking bad strippers. Like, it was like cigarette burns, stab wounds, cesarean section scars. You're like, my God. So, is that lady missing a leg? What the fuck? Now welcoming to the stage, IHOP. And I'm like, no. This is not at all like a Biden press conference. It's absolutely not. Who was making jokes about my wife? Drive home sweaty. I'm not gonna lie, like these chicks were just the foxhole. Oh, yeah. Kyle was making fun of my wife. Well, Kyle, I'll come back home and I'll drive down the road a little bit and I'll beat your fucking ass. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Yes, I would. I just don't want to say it too loud. YouTube will take me down. So the foxhole here, hang on a second. We gotta. Hey, Polly. So there's a place called the Foxhole, and I think it's in Warsaw or Mount Vernon, Ohio. I can't remember which. And they are literally like every Friday night there is a church that goes up and protests outside of this strip bar. Now, let me go find you a picture of the Foxhole. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. So, no, we can't. Is this okay? You know what? We're just gonna watch the video. You guys ready? We're gonna watch the video. This is fucking great. This is my hometown. This is my hometown. You guys ready? We're gonna, Jesus Christ. This is my hometown back in Ohio. And it's in Warsaw. That's what I thought. It's in Warsaw. So this is just a little bit down the road, maybe 40 minutes down the road. We're going to watch this.
This is a protest pitting scripture against stripper. In one corner of Ohio, a picket by a church against the Foxhole Strip Club is drawing a counter protest. Workers at the club showing up outside the church with their own message.
This is America. I should be able to walk into my job without having some maniac screaming my name.
The church and the people in the church love the people. We do not love their actions because it's against what the Bible commands us.
A standoff. The club's owner says he will retreat if the church does. But New Beginnings Ministry says they have God on their side. For now, a war of words scrawled on poster board.
Y'all want to come into services?
Pastor Bill Dunphy greets protesters outside. Inside his church, strong words from the pulpit.
The hope for America is the Church of Jesus Christ. Don't forget it. The hope of strippers is the Church of Jesus Christ.
Dunphy has offered to give strippers money to support themselves if they leave the club.
This is the club.
Its owner questions the tactics of the church.
They claim that they're there to try to save people. However, all they're doing is they're destroying the lives of people that work at the club. They're destroying the lives of the families of the people that work at the club.
No side seems to be giving up ground. 9 miles separating club from congregation. A battle for souls or silver goes on. Lee Powell, The Associated Press.
That is the strip bar called the Foxhole. It's bigger inside. It's like the TARDIS. No, it's a shithole. And the whole thing is, I've been there simply because I had to go see it. Like, I grew up hearing about this. This has been going on since it was forever ago that it all started. And my dad would always tell us about it. And so when I came back, I was like, one of my buddies was like, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, let's go up to the Foxhole and go, you want to go that shithole, watch some ugly chicks take clothes off? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And we got up there and I was like, God damn, it's going to take a lot of beer for this to be a good night. He's like, I told you, they're nasty. And I was like, and I looked at my buddy and I was like, motherfucker, you got like one tooth in your head. Like, you're the kind of guy that you're like, hey, you want to start this apple for me? And you say that them chicks are ugly? I was like, that's saying a fucking lot. That's saying a lot, Kyle. Lola looks like every barracks rat ever. Havoc, what shithole base were you? Were you at Fort Lost in the Woods in Missouri or some shit? Fuck, dude. I'd fuck a colored tube sock before I'd fuck that bitch. I got some good ones every once in a while, Polly. I ain't got no teeth. I want to eat an apple. How about a tomato? That's more your speed. That's more up your alley. Don't require a lot of heavy work. Havoc was in the military. Fort Drum. Havoc was at a base in Alaska, and he got there, and he's like, "What do we do here?" And he's like, "Well, we don't do anything. It's too cold. We stay here." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go crazy." He's like, "Well, there's a barrel out back, big drum out back, and it's got a hole in it. So what do you do with that?" It's like, "You put your dick in it." So one night, Havoc was just like hanging out. He's like, "Yeah, I can't take this. I'm gonna go crazy." And he goes out, looks around. There's nobody there. He sees the barrel, the big drum. Puts his dick in there, and it was amazing. It was like he was like, "Oh my god, this is great." It was warm, and something was sucking it, and all that. And then he came, and then like he went out there like every night for the rest of the week. And post commander comes, knocks on his door, and he's like, "Yeah, what can I help you with?" And he goes, "Yeah, well, I mean, just letting you know, it's your turn in the barrel." Man, the strip bar near the base in Missouri was so shitty. Every strip bar near every base in every city is shitty because military bases are notoriously in shitty neighborhoods. Havoc, are we talking about your job or your last girlfriend? I'm at a loss here. I don't know what we got here. I always loved when the new guy, like the young kid, would come on base. He'd be on the ship, and then you'd pull in. you'd be in port for like 3 days. You find out that like he's getting engaged, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Where'd you meet her? At the base club. That's not good. That's not shit. I do not want Havoc on. No, we don't need Havoc on the Peanut Butter and Pickles podcast, because that's like throwing bananas into it, and we don't want that. Have a whole Harambe thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. That was dumb. I fucking know better than that. I think I'm trying to remember. There was Jesus Christ. There was I went to Fort Leonard Wood for counter surveillance. I can't remember what it was. I went to Fort Leonard Wood twice. I can't remember which one it was. But I let one of the guys that was at the school with me. He was from Oceana, another GS. We're both GS 11s, and so I can't remember if it was physical security school or counter surveillance school. Which one of those two I went to? And he talked me into going out in town outside of Fort Leonard Wood, and he goes, "We should go out. We'll go out here." And I'm like, I don't like the idea of this. And we went out. Fort Lawsonwood. They taught the counter surveillance. They taught physical security. I forget, there was a couple other ones. Those were like the so you had a counter surveillance which was taught by NCIS, which was just like a small, and then they had an actual like specialty school for it that was a week or 2 weeks. I can't remember. What? I don't remember, but I remember it was pretty fucking bad. And it was like a shithole. It was like this brick building, and it was just like one sign. It was like Pat's or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, great. The place is named after the chick from Saturday Night Live. And I was like, great. This is fucking horrible. And I walk in, and I was like, oh, I was right. I will say the only good thing about it was their beer was so fucking cold. Whatever that little shithole strip bar we went to outside of Fort Leonard Wood, they had the coldest fucking beer I've ever had. Like, if you got a bottle of beer, like if you got, even the draft was really cold. But I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. But it was like your typical just like brick building with then like just the fucking little, like, it looked just like the fucking random like Pepsi sign fucking thing. But it was a Budweiser sign, and it just had the name of the bar on it. And I was like, oh, this is a shithole. The chicks were all nasty and shit. But like when they brought me a beer, I was like, good God, it was like you could like scratch your fucking name on the outside of the frost on that bottle. And I was like, you can keep them coming. That's pretty fucking cold beer. I was retired. I was GS 11. Whatever that place was, this guy had a rental car, and he's like, we're going out, and we're going to go to this strip bar. I was like, all right, whatever. Just fucking, as long as I have beer. I got to get a burger or something. And so, fucking, and of course, Navy Region Southwest sends me to Fort Leonard Wood and doesn't give me a rental car. Like, they had duty driver pick us up, and I didn't have a rental car. Like, this guy came from Oceana. I think it was Oceana. Pretty sure it was Oceana. So this guy comes from Oceana, and he's got a rental car. I was like, oh, must be nice to be part of fucking Navy Region Southeast. They actually take care of it. I didn't have a fucking rental car. And so I was like, all right, cool. If you get me off base, we'll go out and we'll have a few beers. And fucking this dude gets shithouse drunk. And we ended up, I forget what we had to do. Like, we had to park. Like, he drove us to the base. I think we had to park outside the gate and walk in, if I remember right. Because I got drunk too. By the time I realized that he's shit-faced, I'm like, wait a second. Who the fuck's going to drive? It was too late. And it was definitely an interesting evening. So, but I'm not gonna lie, that beer was, it was ready. It wasn't quite like, it didn't have chunks of ice floating around in it, but it felt thick. Like you would take a drink and you're like, wow, that's on the verge of starting to freeze. And you're like, wow. I was like, keep them coming. And then I look over and the dude I was with, like fucking pissed drunk. I'm like, fuck, great. We're both shithouse. How the fuck are we getting back? I was like, well, you're driving. I'm riding. I don't need a DUI. I didn't do a fucking thing. I went to sleep. We woke up. I think if I remember right, because I got fucking shitty drunk. I think we had to park outside the gate and walk. And then I didn't talk to him the next day. So I imagine he walked back and got it. But I did wake up with the worst fucking hangover that Saturday morning. I was like, God, fuck, why'd I go out with this dude? Bud slush. It was like I said, it didn't quite have ice crystals in it, but you could, like, it definitely had a different mouthfeel than like just a cold beer. It was like, wow, that's like, if you gave that like 2 more minutes, it would have started to freeze. What? Polly, where are you slinging your barbecue at? I remember one of my favorite things was, like, if you're stationed overseas, they have actual base clubs. Like, there's actually a base bar. I don't think that there's a base bar. Polly, isn't it? I mean, you were out here for a while here in San Diego. Are there base bars? I know there wasn't on 32nd Street. Like, there were places you could get beer, but it wasn't like an actual bar. And then, but I don't think there's any base clubs left, like actual clubs, here in San Diego. But like being overseas, I think that's the best. You can go pregame at the base club, like get off work 4:30, take a shower 5:30, hit the base club, get a few beers, get something to eat, hang out there till like 9, and then go out in town, because the fact is, beers out in town are like $7-8. I fucking hate you, Polly. I hate you for this. Like, I hope you get a boil, like right near the tip of your crack, the tip of your fucking peckerhead. Like, my peckerhead, my peckerhead's infected. I'd have you do catering, Polly. You'd have to come to my house, but you'd have to dress up in a French maid's outfit. Never mind. I just fixed. I'm like, whoa! I don't want to forget that image. I want to unremember it. Because if you forget something, you maybe remember it. But if you unremember it, it's gone. Like, I wish I could unremember that. I was like, I want you to do it in a French maid costume. And I'm like, oh, why would I even think that? Base bar at 30 seconds. I don't think there's one anywhere, Polly. I don't think that there's one at Miramar. I don't think that there's one. I know that there's bars right outside. There's bars right outside the base. Like Pete's. I used to get. I ain't gonna lie to you. When the wife and I only had one car, I was in. I went to a school at 32nd Street, and she would drop me off. She would drop me off, and I would walk outside, and she would drop me off at school, and then she was working, so she had the car, and she would take it and go do stuff. Or she was pregnant, and she was taking care of like her doctor's appointment. I can't remember. But anyway, she dropped me off. I'd walk in the base. I'd go to school all day, and then she would pick me up right at Pete's place on Main Street, right outside of that, like in between the two, like dry side 2 gates on that Main Street. There was a place called Pete's, and I used to go over there and have beer. It's gonna bring that spice. All right, we're gonna have a guest apparently on this 6th episode of fuck Havoc. If you sing, I swear to God, I don't know. It's Polly's. The podcast thing is Polly's. Polly owns the channel, so it's his. Just might not show up. Be just peanut butter and stupid, or pickles and stupid. Stupid pickles. I don't know. Polly and I have done 5 episodes already, and Polly hasn't released a single one of them. He's like, well, I had to edit this part out. And I'm like, why, you fucking prick? Sixth and final. I'll be like, I'm fucking done with this. Next week. Hey, Polly, are we doing it? Hang on. Hang on a second. Polly, I'm sending you an invite. That way we can explain this. Polly might hop on. I don't know yet. I just sent him an invite. Polly, I just emailed you an invite. Jesus Christ. I fucking hate you for this, Polly. You know what? You still owe me a fucking lock too, bastard. So Polly, when he moved to Chicago from I'm about to go. I'm about to go to bed because I'm a little girl. Where can I see your work? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Monochrome EDC. Black Knives Matter was what I was trying to say. Whew, that sounds so good. It was a night to remember for sure, Jay Friedman. There was some scary looking dudes there as well as Patches and High Rollers. I don't know what you two are talking about. Monochrome EDC. No. See, Polly doesn't rub it because so Polly would just like get it in hand and then right on the top of it. Strip clubs, Mike. Strip clubs. I don't even know what those guys are talking about. So, yeah, Polly and I are going to shoot a podcast tomorrow, and apparently, fucking Havoc's going to be there. It's going to be interesting. Wow, this is comfortable. Mike, send me a new knife to review. No, dickhead. The last time I sent you a knife, you were like, yes, and open the trash can, throw it the fuck away. Fuck you. That was a good knife, too. I sent Polly a fairly decent knife. The motherfucker threw it away. I'll send you a knife to review. I can stick it up your ass. Is my daughter fucking dismembering a body up in her room? What the fuck? I'm looking for my hatchet. Make sure she doesn't have that up there. You sent me. I didn't buy that knife. That knife was sent to me as a gift. I sent you a gift. And you threw it away. I don't know if you guys know this. So let me. I'm gonna just give you a little insight into Polly. I've known Polly for a long time. I love Polly like a brother. There's not much I wouldn't do for Polly. However, Polly's a fucking prick. Just thought you should know before you get into the podcast, before you start listening to the Peanut Butter and Pickles podcast. My friend Polly, who I dearly, dearly love. Most people wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. What was your channel before? Yeah, I remember his review video. Yes. Yes. Just got in Koenig Arius. Flipper delete. I want to love the Arius so much, but it just doesn't feel good in my hand. Wait. Don't fucking encourage him. Yeah. You know what? I love Polly, but you know what Polly is? Polly is like when you wipe your ass and you think you got it clean, but then all of a sudden your butt itches and you're like, man, I must not have got it. And you just kind of like missed some that was in a wrinkle. That's Polly. He's not just shit. He's annoying shit. Night, bud. Get some rest. We got to have an interesting evening tomorrow night. Dick. Don't offer him that. He'll be like, "When? I'll send you my address. You coming over? Like, bring some friends." That's an. See, I told you. God damn. Fucking Polly. Yeah, I don't know how much longer. I'm getting tired. Like I said, I haven't slept for shit. My neck is fucked up. I don't know what I did. There's a guy named Dong here. Yeah, Dong. I do know there's a guy named Dong here. He's here a lot, Paulie. So yeah, I got a bunch of stuff that we're working on. Friday's video is a Fast Five. I have the prickle. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Let me grab it. I have the. Oh, I don't know where I put it. Here it is. I think this is it. I'm gonna do a video. I think this is what I have this set out as tomorrow's video. And this is the concept. You guys are like, it's not concept, it's concept. I'm like, okay, CAN is pronounced how? Can. Fuck you. KAN. If you want it to be concept, it's got to be KON, not KAN. But this is the concept prickle. And I kind of like it. I've decided I kind of like it. I've had it out a couple times. I think tomorrow I'm actually going to carry it. The only thing I'm going to say is it's heavy. It's heavy with those copper scales. So we'll see how I feel about it after I carry it a little bit. So only thing I see with it is it's a front flipper only, but it is a liner lock. But Jesus, this thing is expensive. But Flynn Potato, that's not how they spell it. It's KANSEPT. Concept. They didn't spell it concept, KAHN. Now, I say the same thing about school. Like that should be shul, which I get why British people say schedule, because that's how it's spelled. But they don't say shul. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. Things don't make sense, especially British things. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I've been playing with it. It's been out. I was going through stuff trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the next video. Oh, I see. I see what you're getting at. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm on the same frequency now. So yeah, I think this is what I'm going to film tomorrow. It is heavy though, so we'll see. Because the only issue I have with it is it's summertime here in San Diego, and it's, I wear shorts a lot out here in the shop, especially if I'm filming and stuff like that. So I'm curious how something this heavy is going to carry instruments, because fuck, guys, it's way heavier than this. Way heavier. You never heard you've never heard a British dude say schedule? Because that's absolutely how they say it. Maybe it's because I have British friends. Maybe it's I have British friends that I mean, it doesn't even seem weird to hear schedule. They're not wrong, but then they say school, and I'm like, no, it's be shul. If you're gonna say, you've already set a precedence with schedule. You need to carry it through and just do it the right way. The copper will age nicely. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's heavy. It really is heavy. I wonder if they make a smaller. They don't say shul. Do they say shul? I've never heard a British person say shul. I've heard him say school. Yeah, I say a lot of weird shit. I have some British friends. I met a dude that we wound up being pretty good friends. I met him. He was out here for a school in San Diego while I was going to 5-inch gun school. And this dude was from the British SAS. I forget what school he was going to. He was one of the schoolhouses here in San Diego. And we were in the same barracks. And there were some Australian dudes that were staying there too. And we would hang out in the courtyard and drink beer and shit at our barracks. And so these guys were a ton of fun. But there's this guy that was in the British SAS. He was a lot of fun. He would get drunk and do weird shit. Like he'd get drunk and like he always wanted to get drunk and get in a fight, like constantly. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think we should do that. Tsunami. TSU. Tsunami. I-Z. Let's do Kunipix. Kunipix. I have no idea what we're talking about now. This live feed is taking such a sideways turn. Very rarely, if I don't have a guest, this degrades, and people are like, your live feeds aren't very often about knives. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. You know why? Because it's a nice little break. It's a nice little break to talk about other things than knives on the channel. This thing is thin behind the edge, though, guys. Knipix? Kinpix? Nipix? I don't read so good. I mean, just look at me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's hollow ground. I really can't feel, and it's kind of a narrow blade. It could be a hollow. If it is a hollow, it's kind of a shallow hollow. But they did a really good job transitioning down. It's not super thick right behind the edge, but it really quickly transitions back up. I honestly don't think it is. I think it's just flat ground. It could be. The grind on it is really fine. Like the grind, I don't think it is. I think it's just a flat grind. It does not appear to be a hollow. But if you look at the finish on that, they did a really good fine finish on that. It looks like it's been stonewashed and then coated. So bullshit about a bunch of different topics. I'm still pissed about that whole fucking Russian, the Russian thing where the chick is like, yeah, the president needs to get me out of here because I broke the law. If that was some fucking college kid that had just fucked up, no one would even know it happened. I guarantee it. Fuck that bitch. I hope she fucking stays in prison. But I'm a professional athlete. You're in the WNBA. That's like saying that the guys that are on a farm team in Idaho for some fucking big ball team, like the Yankees, the Mets or something, that's their farm team. That's like saying that those guys are a professional athlete. Yeah, I'm a professional athlete. Man, come on. No, you're not. You're not even semi-pro. Fuck you. Like I said, I said it earlier. Like if I'm going to Vegas, if I'm going to Las Vegas and I have to cross the Nevada border, if I'm driving from San Diego to Las Vegas, I have to cross state lines. I don't take my fucking weed with me, even though it's legal in Las Vegas. Fuck it. I'll buy it there. You can't go that long without weed. You got a serious problem. Like they said, like I know that like weed is not addictive, but shit, like that's a problem. Like if you can't go that long without, Jesus. Nitpicks. I've been to Siberia. We pulled into Vladivostok, Russia. It was southern Siberia, and good God, it was cold when we got there. We left, so it was June. No, it wasn't. It was July. It was the last week of July. Last week of July in 1993. And we went to Vladivostok, Russia. And when we left Sasebo, Japan, it was 97 degrees. And I thought I was going to die because it was the first, like I had never been in the tropics. It was like 97 degrees, like 99% humidity. It was like trying to breathe through a fucking wet towel. And we went to fucking Vladivostok, southern Siberia. And it was like fucking 48, 50 degrees there. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And they were like, these guys were swimming. They were in the ocean swimming and shit. They're like, we're having a good summer. I was like, the fuck you are? Like, this is what summer feels like? the fuck is winter? It's like, fuck that. Then we went further north. The next time I went to Russia, we went further north to a place called Petra, and it was snowing. I think we went there in August, September. It was still spitting snow. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. The second day that we were in Vladivostok, though, I think it warmed up, and it was like 66, 70 degrees, something like that. It was not bad. It's like right now it's 74 degrees here. Well, it's 64 degrees outside. It's 74 degrees in my garage. It's a fucking professional dumbass, maybe. You know what? It's always the athletes that cause problems. Remember the Olympics, the swimmers that got in trouble? Like they got in a fight out in town or something? The guy that was the anchor on the relay, the men's relay. I don't know how that works. I really don't know how that works because like I'm not gonna lie, it was hot. Oh, the kid went to the beach. Holy crap, the kid got a sunburn. The kid went to the beach Saturday or Sunday. When did she go? Oh no, she went Sunday and Monday. So she went to our friend. So I have a friend. His name's Dennis. He's Russian, by the way, professional boxer. He actually just retired. Denny Graychev. And so we went with them for fireworks. But my daughter and his daughter, really, really good friends. So they spent the weekend together, and then we met them downtown. And went to the pier for fireworks. And so, but my daughter hung out at the beach all day because, well, Dennis is a professional boxer. He's fucking rich. He's had 2 separate world titles, and he's won a lot of fights. He's not poor, and so they live just like within walking distance of the beach. And so they went to the beach and had a good time. Well, then we went to watch fireworks, and one of my friends was like, "You're going downtown with all the shit that's going on in the world?" And I was like, "With the protests and everything?" I was like, yeah, I'm not that concerned. And he was like, are you taking your pew pew? And I was like, no. He's like, what are you taking? I was like, I'm taking a Russian. I don't need anything else. I'm taking an angry Russian that punches people unconscious for a living. Like this dude punches people and renders them unconscious for money. He's good at it. Let me see if I find a picture of Denny. There it is. It's one of the first things that pops up. Where's a picture of Denny? Let me see here. These are all shitty pictures. These are all shitty pictures of Denny. I don't know. Oh, here's a good one. That's not him. There it is. Let me pull this up. Pull up a picture of Denny. Denny's a good dude. I love the guy. We were talking about it on a trolley. I asked him, I was like, because we went and watched fireworks. We were trying to figure out when we had hung out for 4th of July last. And he's like, I don't remember. And I was like, I think it was like 2 years ago. And he goes, I think so. We went to Big Bear. So that's Denny, the bald, angry looking dude, punching somebody in the face real fucking hard. So I was like, he's like, I don't remember everything I asked. He's like, I can't remember. And I was like, maybe you should stop getting punched in the head for a living. He goes, oh, I did. I retired. It's like too many times I get the concussion. I was like, fucking Christ. 76 here in a cold front. Guys, I might have to get off here. My neck is fucking killing me. So it's been an hour and a half. I'm sorry. I try to stick with the 2-hour live feeds, but I got to try and get some sleep. My neck is all fucked up and it really hurts. We'll try and get a muscle relaxant. Like I said, I haven't slept in like 2 or 3 nights. So 78 here and it's a cold front. It's typically warmerness. So the problem here the last couple of days, Stasa, is it hasn't been hot. It's only been like 76, 77. And it'll get like 76, 77 here in the garage. And then it just doesn't get any hotter. It's been fucking stupid humid. So, You want to talk about crazy people? So Andy Rose is here. I'll tell you one more story. I hung out when we went to Australia the one time. I did the sister ship. We cross-decked. So a bunch of Australian sailors went to an American ship, and a bunch of American sailors went to an Australian ship. I went to an Australian ship. I had a good time. I didn't realize that they were allowed to drink. Go ring the fucking doorbell, you fucking cunt. So at any rate, I got drunk on the ship. Like, they didn't want me. They're like, you don't have to do anything. Just fucking go. And I got drunk on the ship, like, every night. And then we pull in, and my ship hadn't pulled in. So I'm out with the Australian Navy. They pulled in. I guess they ran out of beer or whiskey. I'm not sure which. So we pull in, and they're like, all right, let's go out drinking. And like, everybody's leaving. And I was like, what about duty section? Who has duty section? They're like, what? I had like 3 guys on the ship. I'm going to fucking run a cable across this fucking street. This cocksucker does that every fucking night. I'm going to run a fucking cable across. I'm going to sit here in the garage. I'm going to wait for him. I'm going to yank that fucking thing. So at any rate, we go out. And these guys, when I say that they got drunk, I mean, like, I like to drink and I like to get drunk. And at that time, I like to get really drunk. And I've never gotten as drunk as these guys got. And not just drunk, but crazy. So the one dude was drinking out of a pitcher and then threw up in it and then continued to drink it. Another guy poured beer in an ashtray on a bet and drank it. But the one that got me was when the guy was drinking out of the pitcher and threw up in the pitcher and then continued to drink it. I was like, got a glass of water? I don't want to get that drunk. I think I need to slow down a little bit. That fucking prick. I hate that dude. I'm just waiting for, because he does that stupid shit. I'm just waiting for him to fucking flip that thing up. And then I'll just come out in the street and be like, with my coffee, be like, sucks to suck. Here he comes again. Hear it? He does it in front of my house. You know why? Because I went over to one day and I was like, hey, man, I'm trying to film. You want to keep it down? Guys, I'm going to end this because I'm about to go end this. I'll talk to y'all later.